This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, Sujit.
Hello.
Morning, Sujit.
Hi. Very few people today. Yeah, I think we can start now. So what I discussed in the last session. Yes, guys. What we were discussing in the last session.
Consuming the REST API using the choice router and then until
Consum
success.
yeah, consuming the REST API by using a request connector, and also we applied a choice router to route the event conditionally, and we have seen how to use until success. Until success, correct? Okay, similar kind of concept is there. One more concept, consuming the SOAP API. Okay, I hope everyone are familiar how to consume REST API by, I mean, and also by using a choice router now by this time. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Sujit.
Okay. So similar kind of an example here. Let's take there is one third-party SOAP application. This time it is a SOAP application. I will name this as a SOAP product service. Product service. It is also having a two operations: get all products is one, get product by name is also one operation. Okay, and we are discussing this is a SOAP API, that operations are exposed as a SOAP API. SOAP is a service provider, and also this application is deployed on Tomcat server. Let's take it is deployed on 6060 is the port number. 6060 is the port number. Okay, so what is my requirement? From the client application, I want to consume this SOAP application. So which application I can use as a client application in this case? Which application I can use as a client application in this case? For example, yeah, generally, if you want to consume any SOAP APIs, which application I can use? Generally, without you forget about a mule for some time. Can I
Any
use SOAP UI? SOAP UI.
yeah,
I think in the softwares folder, I already given this installer. Actually, not required for you while practicing. You can directly, I mean, you can work on mule application itself just to differentiate between how to use a mule application without using a mule application, how we consume by using a SOAP UI, any other application. That's just to demonstrate purpose. I'm using this one. In the previous session also you might have seen I consumed by using a REST API by using a postman. We used consuming a REST API by using a postman, right? Similarly, we are consuming the SOAP API by using a SOAP UI. Okay. Now, what information is required in order to consume this SOAP application? What is that file which describes about that SOAP application?
digital.
WSDL file, web service, description, language. So what information will be present in this WSDL file? signatures of the methods, like get all products request starting tag ending tag, get product by name request starting tag ending tag, like that. Get all products and a get product by name request and a response tags. And what is the port, what is the name of that by, I mean, what is the name of the port, address of the WSDL, entire information about this application, where it is running, and everything will be provided in the WSDL file. Can I call this as an API? The WSDL file what we created it, can I call that as an API? Yes or no? Yes. So
Yes.
based on the code generated in the WSDL file, I want to consume from my SOAP application, and I can send a request to the SOAP application. I can consume the services. Have you seen this picture anywhere in the previous sessions? Early sessions? Same picture, same diagram. Have you seen anywhere?
Yes, I think in the previous session we had shown this one, sir.
No, no, no. Loose coupling. The first session, the loose coupling. Is it not same? This is the picture I'm talking about. Is it not same? Same, right? Loose coupling and a logical coupling. Yeah. So by using a SOAP UI and with the help of the WSDL file, I'm able to send a request and consume the services present in it. Okay. So what is the SOAP UI? And this SOAP product service application is the application which I created by using a Java language and by using a framework. What is a framework? Spring framework. Okay, let's see how to start the third party application and how to consume by using a SOAP UI. So first let's go to the documents. Here if you can see, there is one application called SOAP product service. What type of application it is? It is a Java based application. Please be ready with your Anypoint Studios, everyone. Yeah, SOAP a product service is a jar file Java based application I created by using a Spring framework. In order to run that Java application, we required command. We need to run the command, Java command -d. We are passing the key value pair. So what is the key? It is pointing to a metadata of your file where you can find out. Okay, you can ignore this part, and we are going to execute a jar file. What is the jar file? So product service dot jar file. And what is the context path I used? That means the base path of that application is slash so, and port number is 6060 is the port number. So now let's run this batch file in order to start the third party SOAP application. Generally, you know, you are not going to do all this. The third party application will be up and running. So Tomcat started on port 6060. My Tomcat is started now. So what is the next step? My third party application is started. But where it is running actually? Just give me 1 second. I will go to the once. So I'm in a browser now, and I will just give the location of the WSDL file. Localhost 6060 ws products.wsdl file is the location where my application is running. Third party application is running, right? So what is this format? WSDL file format. You can see it is related to the application. Which format it is? It is in XML, right? It's an XML. You can see some input tags. See here, input. What is the input? Get all products request is one input. Get product by name request is one input, right? So get all products request and then get all products, sorry, get product by name request. And you can see what is the name. Product service port service is the name I have given. And you can see the visible port name, same product service port level I used. See, basically these are all information given by the third party SOAP application when they exposed. Okay, and this is the wisdom location where I want to run that application. In my local host 6060 is the port number I assign, right? Now just where it is running, just give the location. Automatically your SOAP UI will generate all the operations. Okay, so my third party application is up and running now. From the SOAP UI I want to consume the services. So I already installed my SOAP UI on my machine. You can see I just open the SOAP UI now.
Is it through Postman we cannot initiate SOAP UI, right? So SOAP service, right? We
No,
cannot
REST
call.
Postman is only for REST application to make some REST calls. But from the SOAP UI, you can make a REST calls again.
Oh,
See, why can't we do? We can do that. But your application should listen to the HTTP request, right? In that case, if it is listening, if your SOAP application is exposed through HTTP, then of course we can send the input also can be sent in the XML format. That is also possible. So this is the welcome screen of your SOAP UI. You can see SOAP and REST. You can create any. Right now, I want to create one SOAP project where I want to send the request to that SOAP application. Just give the visitor location. Where is that? What is that visitor location? URL or a file name or initial visitor. That means they give the location of the visitor. Okay, automatically it will take the file name as a product. And I have selected create request. Create sample request for all these operations. Since it is running on my machine, okay, in this environment, so this is the port name, the service name. Under that we have your operations. If you are familiar with get all products and get product by name, I have given option or I have given a leverage to this application to add products also. You can do that later. So let's concentrate on get all products and get product by name. So get first I will show you, I mean get product by name. There, if you expand that, there is a request one. Just double click on the request one. Yeah, we required to send input to the XML, sorry, input to the SOAP application in which format? XML format. So output we can expect in which format? XML format. Right? Everything will be in a XML only in the SOAP application. So now here in this case, uh, what is the header? Sorry, what is the body? Get product by name request. This is what the XML tag we need to send. And get product by name means it will expect some name attribute, right? So under the name attribute, let's take, I'm sending HP. Okay, so and click on the submit request and go to XML view. See, am I getting only HP products from the application? If I submit Apple, how many products I will get? Okay, maybe it is named as Mac. So how many products here? Two products. Same ways, I can consume get all products. Here, do we require any XML? Of course, yes. Get all products. It is not expecting any input attribute. That's why it is a get all products starting tag. So this is how you can send. Okay, let me submit the request and show you that as well. How to get all the product details. Yeah, am I getting all the products here? So the point is, we can get product by name by sending this request as an input. This is the only format expected by my third party application in XML format. Okay, understood, everyone? This is how we can consume by using a SOAP UI. Yeah, yes, everyone understood till now? Hello, hello,
Uh,
please respond.
Sujit, one question.
Yes.
For when we are through Postman, when we are hitting any REST base, so at that point we don't need any kind of this kind of files, right? Like RAML or anything is not. We can just directly hit that URL.
No,
But in
no, no,
SOAP, you
no, no,
need that.
no, no, no. See, why we not required? Basically, we are assuming that RAML file is created and we are creating our mule application and sending a request there. Without
Hmm.
RAML file, how the implementation, how the project will be created without it, without I mean, what do you call the contract? RAML is like a contract. So whatever the in the postman, whatever the sending like get method slash products, my products, all these are what we are assuming that API is already created. According to that API, we are sending a request to the application. So for every application, if you want to interact or connect with that, definitely we require an API of that application. Got it? So here the get method slash transform, for example. So we are assuming that API is got created for this already flow got generated. That's why client is sending that request in the local host slash transform get method. So what do you mean by REST API? Generally, REST API contain method and the resource combinations. Correct? For every
Correct.
requirement, we will create one method and one resource. For that one method and one resource in Mule application, we will create a flow. Correct? It will be running on the so and so environment. As a client, what I should do based on the API call, based on the API what is generated for that application, I am going to send a request. Since for get method slash transform one flow is got created, automatically the request will go to that application, that particular flow. Clear? So API is required for any type of integration. Okay? Yes, no, hello.
But for SOAP, then why is that for SOAP we need this WSDL file? Like we can directly we know that where which host, which port it is running, and what is the method, right? Can't we directly hit that like how
What
we
is the
do in
method?
Postman?
How we know? What is
No,
the
by
method?
looking
Can
at
you for this get all
okay,
products? What is the method? For this method? What is the I mean, what is the what do you call method? What is the endpoint? Are you aware? Without a visual file?
yeah, that's what I'm
Yes.
telling. We, using the WSDL file, we know the endpoint, so we know. So like
Visual is
because
nothing but an
there in
API. Visual file is
Mhm.
nothing but an API, right? There, why how the RAML file is an API? If for SOAP application, visual file is an API.
Okay. No, no. My question, the doubt I'm having is like in SOAP UI you use the WSDL, but in Postman you did not use any like we directly hit, na? So
See that.
uh,
See, you know English language and Hindi language, right? In
yeah.
English language, simply we'll use the sentences, simply we'll use the words. But in Telugu language or Hindi language, we have what do you call some extra things, right? Not only alphabets, right?
Mm.
So I'm just trying to compare that. So post say REST application is a very simple application, very simple API to generate. That is why we say SOAP is a complex one. Everything should be in a XML format only here. That is why we use a WSDL. That means WSDL file. We cannot send from the postman direct from the request. See, if you are sending from we are sending from the postman, how we can send request to the SOAP application in XML format? Tell me. This is the request where my REST application will listen.
Mm.
My SOAP application will use HTTP? No, right? My SOAP
Mm.
application will not use HTTP, no? So then transform, what is this? What is the URL you will send to the SOAP application? That should be in the body under the XML format only. Okay, but where you will send? So Postman is not designed to consumers REST application, sorry, SOAP application. So what we are sending through the SOAP UI? Just see why I am given the visible location and all in order to create these requests. In order to create this request. Okay. So from because this get all product request, get product by name response, otherwise you need to create this structure. Okay.
Mm.
So basically I mean to say XML input is required by the SOAP application because that visual file is exposed in such a way where it is exposed that get all products required, get all products request, get all products respond. That is a format. Got it? So here you use a
Okay.
visual, there we use a RAML. Okay, since it's a REST application, directly we can send a method and a resource over there, not required anybody to trigger that flow. Okay, but here when you are exposing, when the application is exposed as SOAP application, that will be in a XML format. So how to send an input to that application XML format? From the Postman we cannot send that. Only in the Postman we can send the endpoints. So that's why we are using a SOAP UI and we are trying to send the request in this format. Definitely we need to follow the SOAP body and SOAP envelope and we need to wrap up that request in the SOAP body. Got it? See, we are sending that as a body. If you want to compare with the Postman, you need to send the request from the Postman as a body here.
Mm.
Okay, the request can be sent in the body. But who will listen to the request when you send as a HTTP request? That is what the point there, right? That's why we are using a SOAP UI directly. So now this is my
SOAP application will listen to
mule.
HTTP only, or no?
Pardon? Huh?
SOAP application will listen to HTTP only, right? Like that protocol that we are using to communicate to SOAP application.
It may use on HTTP, it may use on messaging protocol, it can be used any other protocols as well. SOAP is a protocol independent, not dependent.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is your mule application, and your mule application is exposed as an API, and your client is sending some request like this, like how get is the method slash my products. This is your mule application endpoint. This is your mule application. So in your, I mean, from Postman, I'm sending a request to your Mule application. Now, why I'm sending a request to Mule application from the Postman? Postman will use for REST applications, right?
Yeah.
So should I use this Postman or should I not use?
No, by using Postman, you're sending the request to Mule application, so we can use Postman, I think.
That means Mule application is the REST application. We are exposing our Mule application as a REST API. Okay. Of course, we are going to send a request to the SOAP application, right? So let's take a HTTP localhost 8081. When he send a request, his requirement is he want to consume get all products. And if we send with a product name equal to HP, he want to consume get product by name. So that is the kind of a requirement. So first we will see how to consume get all products. First component what I need to configure, the HTTP listener
Yeah.
to listen to the request converts into mule event. What is the structure of a mule event? If only slash my products is coming as an input.
Empty attributes.
Basically empty
Empty.
event.
Yeah, empty event.
Okay, next. To now consume a REST application, we use a request connector. Similarly, to consume a SOAP application, we have consume connector under web service consumer module. We need to add this module as a dependency to the project. Under that, we have a consume connector where we need to click on a plus sign and establish a connection with the external SOAP application. Okay. Now let's take, I have given the connection details of a third party SOAP application. I configured that. Okay. Now if I configure the SOAP application, a input will be should be in which format?
XML,
So if I give this event as an input, what is the input I'm giving here?
JSON.
How come? Which JSON? It's an empty event, right? It's an empty event, right?
Yeah, yeah, correct.
So somehow this third party, I mean the SOAP application is expecting input in a XML format. Somehow we need to create that before event is sent to consume connector. Okay. So there are two ways. By using a transformer, we can send the body in XML format. Okay. Or else, there is one more way. Since I have not used the transformer much, there is one more way. Create one XML file template. I can say general XML file where you need to configure. Where you need to configure. Uh, One second. This XML. This format is required. Correct. So in this XML, I want this format. Okay. One XML file will be created like this. Now, it will be present in the SRC main resources in your application level. Under SRC main resources, I'm placing that. Okay. Now, what is the component I can use where it will parse? XML should be parsed, right? Where it will parse this tags. That means where it will parse this XML file. After parsing that, this structure will be given as an input to consume connector. So what is the component I can use? In Mule, there is parse template. Parse template. You need to give the location of the file, which file you want to read. So let's take the file name is get all products XML file. So I will give the name of the get all products XML. What my parse template will do, will parse this entire XML. That will be given as an input to the consume connector. So whatever it is passed, it will become as a body. So that body will be given as an input to consume connector. So is it in XML format? Yes or no?
Yeah,
After parsing the template, is it giving the input to the consume connector in XML format? Right? Now what my consume connector will do, it will send a request to SOAP application, consume and give the response back. Now it's very interesting to understand here. Your Mule application is a REST application and the value what you are getting from a SOAP application is a XML, right? It's a value. And if you see it's a JSON, it is a REST application, it will be output will be in a key value pair format. Okay. For example, let's take here. Uh, what is the key? Body is the key. Body is the key. What is the value? This entire part will be the value for the body, right? In that value, again, are you able to see key value pairs? What is the key? Get all products response is a key. For that, all the products are values. Okay. Again, if you can see in that value, again here, products is a key. Products is a key, and we have a first product, right? Like that, second product. All the values you are getting here. Okay, let me explain by drawing here. This is the key. Basically, assume that this is the key value pairs. So, what is the first key? Yes, what is the first key? Body
body.
is the key. And what is the value we have? Again, these are nested key value pairs. What is it? Get all products response. And what is the value again here? All the products. correct? Again, products is having a key value pair. What is the key? Product is a key. First time, first product. Next time, key is same. Product, second product. Like that, how many products we have? Total 6 products. So now if I want to fetch a value for get all products response, I need to use a key called get all products response. From where I can fetch that get all products response? From the body. So this entire part will be treated as what? Payload. Clear? If I want to get all the product details, I need to use a data view expression. What is the expression? From the payload dot represents a reference. From the payload, what is the key? Body is the key. In that body, if I want to fetch the value for get all products response, get all products response. This is the data view expression you should write finally. And this entire body I want to convert into XML format. So we can write the syntax like this, so that finally what is the response you are getting out of your mule application? All the product details in which format? XML format. Okay, so now let's see here how to do this. Once you get the response, finally by using a transform message after the consume connector, what you will do? You will write the data view expression. So what is the payload after the consume connector? In a key value pair format, body with all the nested key value pairs as I shown you, right? So from this payload, I'm going to fetch the value for get all products response in the transform message. So finally, the XML body will be given back to the listener. My listener will give a response back to the client. Understood? Yes, no? Analyze it.
Sujit, one question here.
Hmm.
So when this soap, when we're getting the response from this soap application, it will be in XML format, right?
That will become as a value because your mule application is a REST application. Key value piece that will become as a value. Of course, you said XML. That is an XML only.
Then again, why we need to convert it into
No, no,
XML and
no.
then send
That's
it
what
back?
I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. It will be in a key value pair JSON kind of a structure. The
Okay.
consume connector
Okay.
will give the response in a JSON kind of a structure. Of course, the third party application, whatever the response it give, that will be in a value. In key value pairs, that is a value part. Okay. Explicitly,
Okay.
if you want to fetch that value, it will be in a text format. Generally, it will be in text format. I want to convert that into XML format finally. That's why I'm using a transformer, and whatever the body you are getting, that I'm converting into XML format to show.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go back to my mule application. Let's see how we all these things can work. So let me import one project. 02 consuming soap start. Let me create one new configuration file. So the API is designed in such a way for me, like with my products, right? So in my post one, you are going to get my, my slash my products. I'm just giving a soap demo as a file name. And for your mule application, what is the request you're expected? 8081 slash my products. You go with the first. I want to give the assignment for you for a get product by name. Okay. So first I need to configure what? HTTP listener, because my mule application is exposed as a REST API, so I'm exposing this application with a HTTP listener. 8081 slash type products. Okay. Next, I will use consume connector. Under web service consumer module, there is a consume connector. Automatically, the web service consumer module is added to the project. Okay, you can directly go to the add module section. You can add that part, and then you can use the consume connector. Or else directly, if you are using that consume connector in the project level, automatically the module will be added to the project as well as a dependency. Okay. Now, by using this consume connector, we need to initialize the WSDL. Just click on a plus sign. This connector configuration is a global configuration we are trying to do now, and that is the SOAP version. And what is the WSDL file location? If you want, I will be giving in the chat box. You can use that. Let's view the WSDL location. Automatically, it will fetch the service port and the address what are present in the WSDL file. So it's based on your RAM size. Okay, maybe sometimes it will fetch very fast, sometimes it may take some time, sometimes it may not fetch also. Okay, you can use this force refresh option to for the values to list in the in this list actually. Okay, you can use this option, or else if at all it is not working even multiple times after retry, what you can do, just type how it is exactly in the WSDL file exactly. Okay, and once you deploy the application, while runtime, your mule runtime will take care of how to fetch the details from the visual file location. Okay, maybe the metadata will not be loaded while development stage, so that will happen in very rare scenarios. So now I created one connection with the external SOAP application, right? So there are three operations that will be listed under the operation section. So still it is loading. Yeah, now I want to go with the get all products. So I am explicitly telling that in this flow, by using this consume character, I'm going to connect with the SOAP application, and I want to consume get all products operation in that. So what will be the input body to the consume character now when I give this request? As you know, it's an empty event. That's why I created one get all products.xml file. How to create any file, additional file? Right click on that, new, and use a file, and write get all products.xml file. One XML file will be created, and you can refer from the SOAP UI. If you want to get a syntax, you can refer the syntax from the UI. So this is what the syntax, and what is the namespace? XML namespace. I just defined this XML belongs to so and so domain. Okay, so get all products request. This is the input tag which I am giving in a XML format to the SOAP application. But this is under SRC main resources. Did I define that this file should be taken as an input file under SRC main resources? Nowhere I defined, right? So I need to define and XML file to be parsed. So who will parse that? There is something called parse template. Let's drag and drop the parse template here, and it will ask for the location. What is the location? The location of the template, the order in which the transformer will attempt to load the file, or from the file system, or from a URL from the class path. So right now it is there in a file system. I can say the build path, and I will give the name. What is the name? Get all. Spelling mistakes, you should be very careful typing. Product.xml file. Get all products.xml file. Okay, very careful. Otherwise, your parse template, it will throw an exception like unable to read the file with a name so and so in that location. Okay, next. Once my parse template is reading that file, it is going to give XML as an input to the consume connector, right? And my consume connector will consume the SOAP application. Let's deploy this application and see. In order to avoid a confusion, let's deploy this application without transforming the data, what response it will throw on the Postman body. So it is deployed. Let me give a request. Just I will send a request to my products. What response you get, you can see here. So what is the response you got? Is it a key value pair format? What is the key? Body is the key.
Body.
And what is the value? Entire get all products response is the value. Under that get all products response is a key. And what is the value? Products. All the products are value, right? If you treat the products as a key, every product is a value, right? But here this is not a right format. I want to fetch the value for get all products response. That means I want all the products in a XML format. So what I can use here, transform message. What will be the input to this transform message right now? Output of the consume connector. On the left side, if you can see, under the payload, body is the key. Under the body, we have a get all products response. Under the get all products response, we have a products. Under that, we have a product, multiple products. You can see the star, multiple products, right? So if I want to fetch the value for get all products response, what I should use? And I want to convert it to XML. So from the payload dot body dot, see, don't select this one because in 7.15 there is a bug. Okay, if you select this one, I'm just selecting for your understanding purpose. See, duplicated, the logic is duplicated here. And if I try to delete the duplicate syntax, I'm just selected and using a backspace here, it is deleted. But you can see again one more duplicate of these three hyphens are coming. Now I'm trying to select line number 3, it is selecting line number 4 and 5, right? So basically it's a bug. What we can do, don't worry about all this, just use a header, just convert back to XML and payload dot body dot, yeah. Now what you can do, just to copy from here. Okay, don't type that ns is nothing but a namespace. When I talk about transformations, I will talk about that. So right now, this is the data view expression will get evaluated, and it is going to emit the value of all the product responses in a XML format. I just deploy the application again. You can see on the right side, it's building 50% completed. You need to check the progress of that as well. Okay, no need to, I mean, by seeing that why it is not started, don't need to stop the server, and you need to cross check in the bottom and the right side. Is deployed. What is the response I got? All the product details, because I'm fetching the value for get all products response tag. So am I getting all the product details here? In which format? XML format. That's what I scripted in the last transform message. Guys, got my point here? Are you able to understand
Yeah.
how to consume the application by using a SOAP UI? That is not required for you. You can directly come to the Mule application. You can work on this. Now what I want to do is get product by name. I created already one template. You don't need to do anything. Okay, I already given the data wave expression also here, because dynamically we need to fetch the value from the input request. So assume that you are sending some request with the product name equal to whatever, I mean it's a mac or whatever. That value you are trying to fetch from the event by writing this data wave expression, and that value will be passed to the get product by name request. So what you need to do in the transformer, sorry, in the mule application, same you need to use a pass template, give the location of the file, and use the consume connector, and use the same connection details, and select a get product by name. And in the transfer message, what you can do, change the get all products response to get product by name response. That's it. Will you do that for me by tomorrow?
Yes, yes, we will try.
Not right. You need to complete it.
Okay.
So after that, you need to use a choice router also. Until success, it's up to you. We may use or may not use, but I want you to apply the choice router for this as well. Or if you want me to tell me, I will tell in 5-10 minutes. It's up to you. Will you try?
Yeah.
Okay. And I will give the, I mean, ball is in your court now. So please complete it without fail. Okay. So Manju is asking me.
Manju is asking.
So you want me to complete it, Manju? Okay. Based on the request, I should go forward. Okay then. Okay, I will tell. Quickly, I will tell. Same. What I can do here, I will take this to one more flow. I will drag and drop one more flow. I will drag and drop the listener over there. Okay. I will treat this as a main flow. And of course, I will use choice router here. I'll use the choice router there. And I will treat this as a get all products. Okay. And by using a flow reference, I will invoke get all products. Okay. Now I need to create one more flow in order to consume get product by name. So I will use the same connection, this time get product by name, right? And do I need to use a parse template here? Of course, yes. Parse template. In this parse template, I can give get products by name dot xml. That's it. And I will use transform message in order to convert that into XML format. What I need to convert? What of the payload I'm getting? Dot body dot get product by name response. Correct. Now I will rename that flow name also as get product by name. Correct. So I will directly use, I don't want to write any expression here. Directly I use a flow reference in the default route. I will route to get product by name. That's it. Can I deploy now? Okay. When it should go to get all products? I need to write attributes dot. I just saved because without writing the expression, I saved it. And behind the scenes, it is getting deployed. That's why it is showing as an error. Query params dot. What is the key? Product name is the key. Is when it should go to get all products. If it is equal to null. Correct. So now let's deploy this application one more time. I will stop the server. I will redeploy this. It is taking a long time to deploy. Let me give a request now. The request will go to which flow? Get our products or get product by name? Default route or first route? Second route, right? First one will not be satisfied. It is not equal to null. It is right. So now I am sending only for my products. Am I getting all the products now? That's it. Understood? Manju? Others?
Yes.
Now try to explore. I mean, whatever I've done, you can use this or try to explore with the different applications and try to explore with the until success also. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I, who are from Mind Magics here? I think we are. Okay, Niches. Thank you,
Okay,
guys.
Nich.